All right, first and foremost, all thanks and praises unto our power, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wa Rakakwadash. Peace, blessings, much respect to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, on down to the rest of the elders who rule well within Israel. Salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth, no matter where, whom they may be, or what they may look like, pushing out this purified truth to the rest of the church who believe as well. You men who may not be teachers or prophets, you women, sons, and daughters also. The water to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross for the nation of Israel and the nation of Israel alone, none of this would even be possible whatsoever. Okay? All right, let's go to, well, let's start off with, I should say, the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 5 and verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. So don't be putting off the Lord from day to day, thinking you have all this time in the world to play games and lollygag and to figure out whether or not you believe in this ministry. You have people who have known they were Israelites even before I knew, and they still haven't done nothing about it. They still haven't took action. They still just in the world mixing and mingled up amongst these heathen, being weirdos. Okay? Not even understanding that because of the Lord being patient and long suffering, they might take it upon themselves into thinking they have all the time in the world to just get it right. They planning ahead. They looking at retirement plans. They looking forward to being grandparents, not even knowing the Lord's going to take them out the earth sooner than what they know, because they're playing with him. And that's why we don't want to have that sluggish mentality towards the Lord. Okay. We want to be about this ministry. Many people are caught up in all these different and vain philosophies that don't make any sense. This is the one thing that makes sense on what happened to our people, and look at how the majority of our people are treating this word. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. Verse 9, winnow not with every wind, and go not into every way. For so doth the sinner that hath a double tongue. So our people are putting off the Lord from day to day. And a lot of that is because they're caught up in other philosophies, other doctrines. They're not focused on what the scriptures have to say. But then when judgment comes upon them, they act like we're supposed to feel bad. All right. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. So people feel like, look, well, I done did this once, twice, three times. Nothing's happened. There's really no consequence behind it. There must not be a God. And if there is a God, he obviously isn't bothered by it because he hasn't done nothing to me yet, right? That's the mentality of a foolish man or woman. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily because of the Lord's patience, the Lord will let somebody shoot themselves, okay? The Lord will build up a case on you. Where do you think the mentality of the FBI and the CIA come from? Okay, that comes from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. The Lord will allow you to build a case on yourself, and then the day will come suddenly that he run up on you and just deal with you. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the power, which fear before him. So don't be fooled by these wicked people in this society who seem to be thriving and making it. You don't know the story. You might see the glamour and the glitz, the flashing lights, the popularity. You don't know the whole story. You don't know what they had to do. And at the end of it, you do not know what their end is going to be. Okay? Though these wicked people are out here doing what they want to do, and it seems like they just winning, their lives are being prolonged, The Lord hasn't took them out the earth yet. Do not be deceived by that. Okay. Verse 13. But it shall not be well with the wicked. So although sentence hasn't been brought forth to them and it hasn't been executed before their face, their end is not going to be well with them. Sometimes the Lord will get somebody quick. Sometimes the Lord will just sit on it. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before the power. So even if the Lord doesn't execute judgment right away, people don't understand that our days here are like a shadow, just seeing that 1,000 years is only one day to the Lord. So even if the Lord waited 80 years before he got somebody, that didn't take long. Now, in the eyes of men, in the sight of men, yeah, it took long. Okay. Or people may go throughout their lives and it seems like they just never got their judgment. But you don't know. The Lord might have brought them back through what's known as reincarnation right away. Has them back on earth right now to finally get them back. They thought they were going to die, go to the grave, and it was over for them, not knowing the Lord going to bring their ass back within 2 weeks. Because he can do that. The Lord can do what he wants. But the point being, we can't set from day to day. We can't set off the Lord from day to day and acting like we're not in those times, because we are. Okay. And then you have men in this truth who are praying that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai speed up the times. And he's listening to our prayers. All right. So seeing that you have men praying for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to speed up the times, for those of you on the sideline who are acting like we have all this time in the world, you're going to be thrown off. 2nd Ezra 2:13. Go and ye shall receive. Pray for fewer days unto you, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. So the days are being shortened for the elect. You can find that in Matthews. So seeing that the days are being shortened, it wouldn't be very smart, especially in this particular time, to be setting the Lord off from day to day, acting as if you just have all this time to waste, because you don't. We don't. Okay. We don't know how much time we have on this earth, let alone when the actual day of destruction is coming to America. That's why it's highly important that we put our focus on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai as much as possible. Okay. Go and ye shall receive. Pray for fewer days unto you, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. So the kingdom's already prepared. Yahweh, through his son Yahweh Shai, is preparing the kingdom through us, or for us. Okay. He's preparing a kingdom for us. So seeing that Yahweh Shai is doing his part, we got to do our part. Okay. Hasten the day. Matter of fact, let's get that. Second Peter chapter 3 and verse 12. Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the power, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. So we're looking forward to the day of destruction. We're hastening for that day to come. We are praying for days to be shortened so that we can see the destruction of our enemies and our deliverance, Lord willing. Okay, we have to hasten the day, not set forth our eyes on vanity and put off the Lord from day to day. Okay. Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the power, wherein the heavens being on fire, because these devils are going to be set on fire. Okay. Their kingdom is going to be set on fire, shall be dissolved, and the elements, cars, people, trees, grass, buildings. Okay. Everything within, the reach of them thermonuclear missiles going off and them chariots zapping people with laser beams. And who knows whether the laser beams are going to look red, whether they look blue, whether they look yellow. Them chariots are going to add to the fire. Okay. Elements are going to be destroyed by fervent heat, which is where you get the word fever from. Okay. And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. So these are the days that are coming. So you'd be real out of your mind right now to be, putting off the Lord from day to day like you have all this time in the world, to be a demon, not knowing when the Lord can cut somebody's lights out. You looking forward to being a grandma, a grandpa. You looking forward to being rich and successful in this world. And the Lord has already written it out for you to take your life out of this earth within the next couple days. That's just how the Lord gets down. Okay. Romans 13:11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time. So now it is surely time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. So now is not the time to be putting off the Lord from day to day. This is the worst time possible to be trying to set forth your eyes on just dumb-ish stuff that doesn't matter all day. And then you're so distracted that you're not in the spirit. You're finding yourself distracted. You're finding yourself depressed because you're not thinking on spiritual things. You're thinking on carnality, things that are set before you. And the things of this world are really set up to make you sad, to break you down, to make you miserable, to bring grief to your life. But knowing that we're at the end, that should bring peace to your life if you're of the elect, because these things are happening for you. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, be in spiritual sleep, because the majority of our people are going to remain spiritually asleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. So our salvation is close. Okay. And the Lord is going to deliver us in haste. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 40 and verse 7. Then said I, lo, I come. In the volume of the book, it is written of me. So this whole book is written of Yahweh Shai. Now let's go down to 13. But I am poor and needy, yet the Lord thinketh upon me. Thou art my help and my deliverer. Make no tarrying, O my power. So Yahweh Shai is going to be our deliverer, who is sent by the Heavenly Father Yahweh. This whole book, well, Yahweh Shai came in the volume of the book. This whole book is written of Yahweh Shai. And Yahweh Shai is going to be our help, our deliverer. Okay. And he's going to do it quicker than what we know. Why? Because salvation is nearer than what we even know. And we know that it's close. And the Lord is going to be good on his word. He's not going to fall back and change his mind, but he's going to quickly deliver his elect. Okay. Let's go to Proverbs. I think it's Proverbs. It might actually be Psalms. Let's just try it. Yeah, this is Psalms chapter 34 and verse 17. The righteous cry, and the Lord heareth and delivereth them out of all their troubles. And not only are the righteous crying, the righteous are crying for the Lord to speed up the times. And the Lord is doing that. So all of you who are putting the Lord off from day to day, you're in trouble, because the Lord is listening to his elect cry to speed up the times. As in, there's still 24 hours in a day. There's still 60 minutes in an hour. So it's not that the Lord has took 24 hours in a day and went back to 19 hours, or took 60 minutes from an hour and made it 40 minutes. No, he's shortening the days spiritually, to where you look up out of nowhere, dang, a month done went by. You look up out of nowhere, dang, 6 months done went by. Okay. So the righteous are crying, and the Lord is hearing us, and he's going to deliver the righteous, man. The righteous cry, and the Lord heareth and delivereth them out of all their troubles. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all. He keepeth all his bones, not one of them is broken. Evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. The Lord redeemeth the soul of his servants, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate. Why? Because the Lord's coming soon. The Lord's not going to leave us desolate. See, we're in a time now that if the Lord was to delay his coming, we'd all be dead. Because look at all the poisonous foods and liquids that we're taking in, even when we want to try to be healthy. we can't even avoid or deny that Esau has done a good job polluting everybody in Babylon with GMOs, okay, disease, mental, mental and physical disabilities. All right, anxiety, depression, and frustration, constantly being in a rush. You know, you're never really at ease. Okay, we are looking forward to being delivered. The Lord is not going to keep us here and just marinating in this wickedness where we just die off, man. The days are being shortened because the elect are sighing and crying and complaining, and the Lord is listening, man. Okay? Period. So I'm going to go on ahead and close it there and give all thanks and praises unto our power, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wa Rakakwadash. Lord willing, this was simple and edifying. Shalom.